In this place, wondrous things happen every minute of every day. Things that remind us that there is no limit to what human beings are capable of.
I was born blind. I have underdeveloped optic nerves.
George Abbott is the president and CEO of the Lighthouse for the Blind.
Everyone's here for a purpose. We all work hard together. The community is great. It's like a family. It truly is.
It's been here since 1918. In the early days, brooms were made here. By the 1950s, they were building parts for Boeing. The Lighthouse has survived because of an irrepressible resolve and a relentless quest for purpose on the part of the thousands of workers who've passed through the doors. Today, it is a nonprofit enterprise that manufactures important things for the military and Boeing and others. And the people who work here are astounding.
Basically, what I can see is what the average person sees at 200 feet. I see at 20, but a lot of that is light dependent.
Rachel Talley checks specifications of airplane parts.
Just being able to have a job and be able to contribute to society and show people what we can do. We always hear, you can't, but we can.
Donnie Russell uses precision tools to cut precision parts.
So I started losing my eyesight when I was born. I gradually lost it about 14 years ago, and I'm totally blind now.
You're totally blind?
Yes, sir.
I would never have guessed that watching you navigate this workstation.
Well, you learn to get around.
Donnie's worked at the Lighthouse for the Blind for 10 years.
It gives me the sense of paying my dues, paying my taxes, and makes me feel useful.
In this place, workers find their way around with canes. They reach for something to hang on to. All around, fingers feel their way. The fingertips inform. They guide the machines. They remember to an astonishing degree and communicate to the tools. They feel edges for rough spots. Fingertips succeed where eyesight fails.
All by feel.
Program operation.
The machines talk, too.
Notepad, edit, hypertext.
Some of the workers can't speak, but here there is always a way to communicate, to contribute. Somehow it all works. A spectacular patchwork of willingness and desire, quiet determination and dignity. These two put together military canteens, one, then the other. Just look at what they can do here. This is Quang Ning and Quoc Tang. These parts are valves for a hydration system. Like a left hand and a right hand, the two of them work as one. What abilities they have. Michelle Denzer puts together plastic pieces that are used for military sleeping bags.
Good morning.
We featured Michelle in a previous story. She lives in Bremerton now. She gets up at 4 a.m., takes an access bus to a ferry.
I do get Starbucks, so I always have coffee with me.
She takes the ferry to Seattle and takes an Uber to the Lighthouse to go to work.
It'll be 15 years in July next year.
Michelle charts her own course in the world.
Because here, I earn it.
And then there is Dan Porter, the incredible Dan Porter.
I have 2800 in my right eye and light perception in my left eye. And, my right eye is tunnel vision, so I turn my head quite a bit to see what I'm doing.
If you don't mind me asking, how can you make out my features?
A little bit. I recognize your voice from on TV, though.
He's working on tapered shims that go into the fuselage of an airplane.
So this side is 10 thousandths, this side is 70 thousandths.
Dan's a card-carrying journeyman machinist, and when he tells you that, there is pride in his voice.
18 years.
Yes, sir.
Has it gone fast?
Yes, it has. I've learned a lot here, and I met a lot of interesting and cool people here, and met my wife here, and was able to buy my first home because of the Lighthouse.
182 equals 0.068 thick edge of part.
So I told the machine I wanted my thick edge at 68.
Blank. BC 183 equals 0.008 thin edge of part.
That's my thin edge. It establishes my thin edge.
Blank. BC 185 equals.
Out working 8 to 10 hours a day overtime, moving up, moving forward in my career, trying not to move backwards. So finished product here. Let's break the tab off. My greatest satisfaction is being a contributing member of society and helping people grow in this trade. Just like that. Finished part.
And maybe it's Trevis Smith who summed up best what the Lighthouse for the Blind offers to the people who show up every day.
Getting up, going to work every single day, just like everybody else. You want to get up, we catch access sometimes, you know, have a hard day, go home, be tired and eat dinner, you know, like normal.
And along the way, they offer the rest of us something too. A reminder that there is no limit to what human beings are capable of.